this is how many products I used to do my makeup today. I think I have about 19 things in here, and I wanted to know how much this costs. In here we have some high-end things, a bit more expensive products, and then we have others that are more like, you know, beauty supply vibes. And I don't discriminate. I use whatever I like. I use whatever looks good on me. But I wanted to find out because I spend a lot on makeup. Like, I know I spend a lot on makeup, but I wanted to put a number on it and see if it will help with my financial decisions in the future. So sit along, come on, let's get glam together. And please don't judge me. I have 2 disclaimers. Number 1, don't judge me. Don't judge me, because I know the number is going to be ridiculous at the end. I don't want you to judge me because I would never judge you. Thank you. Number 2, I live in Canada, so things up here are like a little bit pricier compared to the girlies in the States. That's just something we deal with over here. Everything is expensive and it's ridiculous. So the prices are going to be in Canadian dollars. And yeah, let's get started. I've been doing my makeup for years, but I don't think I know how much my full face costs. I'm scared because 1, I love makeup, 2, I am very careless with money, and 3, I give myself whatever I want. So if I want it, I buy it. Sue me, but let's get started. I have nothing on my face, just my skincare, but when I do my makeup, I prep with this glow toner from Charlotte Tilbury. This is $26. This is the mini version too. $26. The main reason I wanted to do this is because I know how much I spend. I do, but I feel like putting a number on it is maybe going to help me be more responsible. I don't know. I don't have high hopes for myself. For my eyebrows, I like to glue them down, and we are using this NYX brow glue, which is $14. I used to have the e.l.f. one, and then I go between e.l.f. and NYX, but this one's really good. I have the clear one right now because I am a natural ginger. I choose to match my eyebrows to the color of my hair, and I've been using this pencil that I got at the beauty supply store to do my eyebrows. Like, I use it as a lip liner as well, but I also use it for my eyebrows just because I think it matches the color of my hair best. This is like $2. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it's $2. We use this Too Faced concealer. That's $44. 44 Canadian dollars. I miss the era when people were creative with makeup, because now I feel like everybody just looks the same. Like, we're all clean girls, we're all strawberry donuts, glazed donuts. Like, come on now, where's the creativity? Come on, put that color on your eyes. I don't draw on your face, something. But yeah, everybody wants to be clean, and I don't like that. I have very oily skin, so I use 2 primers that help me maintain the oily skin I have. I've tried many primers. I feel like I am justifying how much these primers cost before I tell you how much they cost, but they are just that good. I know it's expensive, but I think it's worth it. Okay, thank you. So just consider that when I tell you how much this costs. First, I go in with the Danessa Myricks water serum. This is $52.50, but I just want you to focus on the fact that it is a good product, and I think it is worth the money for someone who wears makeup as much as I do, and for someone with oily skin. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I go in with the water serum and I just apply that all over my face, but I mostly focus on my T-zone because that is where I get oily a lot. I kind of let it sit a little bit before I follow in with my next primer, just so it can absorb in my skin well. The second primer I use is also by Danessa Myricks, and this is her Blurring Balm in the shade Universal, and this is also $52.50. Thank you. And like I said, I like to focus on my T-zone, just the area that I get oily in the most, but I also apply it all over my face. And these two primers are made specifically for people with oily skin, textured skin, which is me. I do have some texture on my face and I am extremely oily, which is why they are a staple in my routine. This is the House Lab foundation and this is $67. I have no justification for myself. It is a really good foundation. I like the finish it has. It leaves my skin very natural. I like that you can build up with it. When I first bought it and cashier said $67 plus tax, taking I'm not adding tax into these things, $67, I said right. After my foundation, I like to go in with my bronzer and I use the NARS bronzing cream and this is $57. Anyone else scared for when we add this up at the end, or is it just me? Because I'm very scared. This is getting scarier and scarier. I tried to get this bronzer for the longest time, but it was always sold out. And the day I was on Sephora and I saw that it was available, I feel like I didn't really think deep about the price. I just purchased it. So always the shade I wanted, which is the Laguna 4, and it was the one that was always sold out. I said, guys, please. So the day I found it available, I took it. Was it financially responsible? Maybe, possibly. But is it a good bronzer? Yes it is, and it has lasted me quite some time, so I think it was worth it. For concealer, I'm using the Maybelline concealer. This is $16. I usually use concealer from Huda Beauty, but she's been sold out of my shade for like months, so I had to improvise, and this is the one we ended up settling for. It's my first time using the concealer that comes with an applicator like this. This is very interesting. Bronze or contour my nose using the same bronzer as earlier, and I like to place it right here and right here, and then just for blush we're going to be using this e.l.f. putty blush. This is $10 and some cents. Being in Canada and buying things at Shoppers is actually insane, because you go in Shoppers for 3 things, especially if those things are makeup, you're done. Might as well file for bankruptcy. You're done. It's getting more and more ridiculous. It's actually insane how expensive that place is. I get scared going to Shoppers because like I don't know how much money I'm going to spend on 3 things. Like, no. We're gonna brighten my face and I use this concealer from Huda Beauty and this is $42. I'm basically done with my base, and before I go in with my powders, I use this Fenty Beauty setting spray, which is $43 for powders. I use 3 different powders, one to brighten, one to bake, the other one is an all-over powder. To brighten, I use the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. This is $15 and I like to place it in the inner part of my face just so I can get the bright under eye look. To bake, I use the Huda Beauty powder. This is the Easy Bake powder and it costs $53. While the powder sits and bakes, we're going to bring back color on my face, and I use the NARS powder bronzer and this is $57. Yeah, where's my brush? And since I'm not going to be doing eyeshadow, I like to put bronzer on my eyelids. It gives the same vibe as like just a brown eyeshadow look. I'm realizing something. I spend a lot of money on things that will last me a long time. For example, this powder here was $53, but I've had this powder for a long time, like years. And I feel like when I spend money on things that will last me long, I'm not spending a lot of money, because technically, if you think about how long I'm gonna have this product, I'm technically saving money because I'm not going to be restocking the product anytime soon. So I'm saving money for the restocks that I won't have to do. Yeah, I should teach a masterclass on girl math because I think I'm really good at girl math. Did I not convince you that it was a rational decision? Exactly. And if I didn't convince you, then you're wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. We're gonna dust off the powder from earlier. For the last powder I use the Charlotte Tilbury powder, and this is $66.50. My gosh, Basically use it as a finishing powder. We're going to add more blush, powder blush, and I'm going to be using the Patrick Ta Blush Duo. I am out of the cream, but I use the powder every time I use a pink cream blush, and this is $53. Yeah, I am scared to add this up to see how much all of this costs, but we're technically done. I'm going to spray my face. I start with the Fenty that I used earlier, and then my holy grail of setting sprays. This is the L'Oreal setting spray. I wish they made this in a bigger bottle because I go through this so fast. This is the setting spray that basically keeps my makeup on all day, all night. I will go to the gym in a full face of makeup and I will have no fear because I used her. And she is $23 and some cents. Smells like toxins. Wow. I'm actually not going to wear lashes. We're just going to go in with this mascara from Maybelline, and this is $17. The last step of my makeup routine and my favorite step, which is my lip combo. I think that I do amazing lip combos. If I were to toot my own horn, my lip combos always eat. But the gag is, I actually don't care much for lip liners. A lip liner is a lip liner to me. Do I value good lip liners in terms of like transfer proof, blah blah blah? Yes, but I also really don't care. I could buy a lip liner at the beauty supply store and I will still eat it up. So today's lip combo, we're going for a pink lip type of vibe. Since most lip liners that I use are not transfer proof, I have to try my best to make my lip combo transfer proof, or at least help it last long. So I like to set my lips with a powder. It doesn't really matter what kind of powder, as long as it's a powder. First lip liner, we're going in with this Essence lip liner. Now this is an eyeliner. Do I use it as a lip liner? Yes. I don't even think I use this as an eyeliner, but that's what it is. This is $5. We're going to go in with this pinkish lip liner. I got this at the beauty supply store. I'm pretty sure it's also like $2 something. So I'm just gonna use it right here. I'm gonna go in with this lip gloss from the Sephora collection, and this is $19. So this is the finished makeup look, and I like how simple it is. To me, this is a full face in terms of how much makeup I'm wearing. Like I have foundation, bronzer, concealer, da-da-dee-da-da-da. I'm wearing a lot of makeup right now, but it's also not a full face because I don't have eyeshadow on. I'm not wearing eyeliner, I'm not wearing lashes. So it really just depends on what your definition of a full face is. So I'm wearing a lot of makeup, so to me this is a full face compared to if I was wearing eyeshadow and lashes, then that would just be glam, you know, glam. Moment that we're all waiting for. How much does this regular beat cost me? I'm scared, I am excited, I am very curious on how much it's going to add up to. I know it's going to be ridiculous. I already know that. Like my foundation was $67. I know this number is not going to, yeah, but let's find out, shall we? I don't know if I want to add taxes or not, because that's just, oh my gosh, I'm scared, but let's find out. I had the numbers written in my phone as I was filming just so I don't forget. Hopefully I get an accurate number or somewhat close. Drum roll please. I'm gonna close my eyes so I don't see. The total comes up to...
The woman was too stunned to speak.
That is $688. 688. 688. Wow. Okay, let's add taxes. I want to scream. Let's add taxes and see how much it is after tax. 688 plus tax, it comes up to $777. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, totally. This is a discovery, and I feel like I'm off a few cents as well, because I wasn't really adding cents like that. so I know it's probably more than 777. But I feel like 777 is like approximately like close. But wow, I am actually speechless. I was not expecting that. I didn't use that many products. 700? I want to justify myself on how come my full face of makeup costs me $777 approximately. First of all, I don't have kids. I don't really have to take care of children. I'm young, and these are the years to spend $777 on a full face of makeup. YOLO, you live on. Wow, this is, I can't, wow. I feel like if I had kids, I would make more money so I can still spend $700. If you like today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so I can keep spending $700 on makeup. Please help me make more money. I'm joking, but I'm not. You know the drill. Tell your mom, tell your dad, and your sisters and uncles and best friends that it is Sunday, which means Kahashi posted. And also let me know in the comments what your favorite makeup product is. Dupes or not, as you can tell, I will not judge you, because the bill was ridiculous for today. So I will not judge you, no matter how much you spend on makeup or how less you spend on makeup. This is a safe space. Let me know. But I will see you guys next Sunday. Duh. Have a good day. Mwah. Bye.